Air Force is the military branch of the country that conducts aerial warfare, and its functions are different from Army, Navy, and Marine Corps. The important part of any country, Air Force plays an important role in maintaining the security of the country like other forces, but the Air Forces consist of a combination of bombers, helicopters, fighter planes, transport planes, and other aircraft. Moreover, Air Forces are majorly responsible for operations of the military space, ICBM, intercontinental ballistic missiles, and communications. Every country has their Air Force, which helps them in creating deterrence to other nations. So, let's know your nation's Air Force position among 10. Number 10. Pakistan Air Force. The Pakistan Air Force has the F-16 Fighter Falcon aircrafts, which were made in the USA. In addition, it has the MiG-21 and MiG-19 fighter aircraft. Considering the immense Air Force possessing countries in the region, Pakistan also developed its behemoth Air Force known as PAF, which is ranked at 7th position in the top 10 countries list having best Air Force. Since its inception, Pakistan has indulged in different feuds of the regions, especially with neighboring India, so it gradually developed its Air Force in order to maintain the balance of power in the region and to confront threats from the enemy. It possesses a good number of Chinese Chengdu J-7 fighter aircraft, along with F-16 Fighting Falcons. It also possesses the Mirage 3, Mirage 5, and French fighter aircraft. Number 9. South Korean Air Force. The country had its first election in 1948 and operates under a powerful presidential system. South Korea's Air Force has come a long way in the same time frame as China. F-5s and F-4s have been replaced by F-16s, and they developed the T-50 Golden Eagle, which is a very capable advanced trainer. So much so, it's also been turned into a multi-role fighter as well. The South Korean Air Force is known as the Republic of Korea Air Force and was established on the 1st of October 1949. Its headquarters is in Gwaryong, and its motto is the highest power defending Korea. This Air Force has 65,000 personnel on duty, and there are 740 aircraft that include fighter aircraft like F-5E, F-4E, F-A-50, and so on. It also has an attack helicopter MD-500 Defender and Dassault Falcon 2000, etc. It has been engaged in many wars like the Vietnam War, Perusian Gulf War, and so on. Number 8. British Royal Air Force. The British Air Force is considered to be the oldest air force in the world, as it is part of the oldest decision-making lot of the countries. This air force is renowned for its strategic bombing. The United Kingdom's Aerial Warfare Force was established on the 1st of April 1918 when the Royal Naval Force and the Royal Flying Corps were united. The Royal Air Force maintains an operational fleet of various types of aircraft, described by the RAF as being leading edge in terms of technology. It has 33,200 active personnel, 1,940 Royal Auxiliary Air Force, 3,300 reserve personnel, 832 operational aircraft. Number 7. French Air Force. The French remain one of the most powerful militaries around the world and operate some of the most advanced and modern equipment. Like the British, the French typically have equipment at around 1/10 the number the Americans have. The France Air Force is known as the French Air and Space Force, and its current name was assumed on the 10th of September 2020. It was established in 1909 and was made an independent military wing in 1934. The France Air Force has 40,500 personnel on active duty and 5,187 operational personnel are reserved. This Air Force has 1,057 aircraft, out of which about 300 are combat aircraft, with 158 Dassault Mirage 2000, 102 Dassault RAFAEL forming the majority. Post-World War II, France has made a successful domestic industry of aircraft, which has proven its worth in many wars and situations of conflicts. Number 6. Israeli Air Force. The Israeli Air Force Air and Space Arm, commonly known as Air Corps, the Israeli Air Force, which is known for its large number of aircraft, is also highly experienced and well-equipped with modern gear. The Israelis have had a good air force, much of it based on need. Most of their aircrafts are based on American designs, but the Israelis have installed their own electronics on the F-15I and the F-16I planes that are known for its unique capabilities and strengthen the military of Israel. Other than its competent aircraft, the Israeli Air Force also maintains a high level of readiness, with many of its pilots being some of the best trained in the world. Number 5. Japan Air Self-Defense Force. The country has over 300 air superiority and multi-role fighters that are created toward defending Japan from threats in the air, land, and at sea. Japan could rank higher, but they have restricted themselves due to Article 9 of their post-World War II constitution. While they are pushing the boundaries, still they lack ground attack capabilities. Still, they have pretty good air-to-air, anti-surface ships, and anti-submarine capabilities. The Japanese Air Force is known as Japan Air Self-Defense Force and was established on the 1st of July 1954. It is the air and space wing of the Japan Self-Defense Force. Its headquarters is in ICHIGAYA, Shinjuku, Tokyo, and its motto is "Key to Defense Ready Anytime." The Air Force of Japan maintains an air early warning radar system and takes combat air patrols around the country. It also has an aerobatic team named Blue Impulse that has played a role in many UN peacekeeping missions. It has around 50,324 personnel on active duties and has 745 aircraft, out of which 330 are fighter aircrafts like F-15JDJ, F-2AB, F-35AB, and so on. Japan Air Force will be renamed as Japan Air and Space Self-Defense Force in 2023 to recognize the importance of space. Number 4. People's Liberation Army Air Force, China. With 1,991 military aircraft in the Chinese People's Liberation Army Air Force, or PLAAF, 857 in the Army, and 437 in the Navy, for a total of 3,285. The Chinese Air Fleet ranks third among air forces in the world. The number of soldiers in the Chinese Air Force is approximately 330,000, although China ranks behind Russia in total aircraft. But they have a greater number of personnel than the Russian Air Force. Moreover, the PLAAF has seen perhaps the most considerable advancement among world air forces over the last 2 decades. Number 3. Indian Air Force. This country has won a few wars, and has also developed some of its own planes in the past and present. The only reason they are behind the Saudis is their reliance on Russian airframes, while the Saudis and Japanese have F-15s. It was officially established on the 8th of October 1932. Military schools and Sainik schools were established to increase the recruitment base of the defense forces. The Commander-in-Chief of the Air Force is the Indian President. The size of the Indian Air Force is quite big, that includes 139,576 personnel that are on active duty, 140,000 personnel are reserved, and more than 1,850 aircraft that consist of multi-role fighter aircrafts like RAFAEL, Sukhoi, HAL Tejas, Sepikat Jaguar, and also have land-based missile systems like surface-to-air missile and ballistic missiles, and so on. IAF has been involved in many operations like Operation Vijay, Operation Cactus, and 4 major wars with Pakistan. Number 2. Russian Air Force. The Russian Air Force is a shadow of its former Soviet Air Force self, but still, it remains a potent air force. The Soviet Air Force came into being in 1992 as the former Soviet Union, but after disintegration, the Russian Air Force was left with 1,900 combat aircraft. But still, Russia is continuously improving its air defense capability by producing many powerful combat planes. The Mikoyan MiG-31 Foxhound is a remarkable and fiercely competent plane with extreme capabilities. Thus, the Russian Air Force is capable of dealing with any emergency in the world. Thus, due to its strongest military air defense and strategies, high-speed warfare planes, it occupies the 2nd place in the world's Air Force list. It operates more than 3,000 strategic bombers, 4,500 fighter planes like the MiG-29 Fulcrum and MiG-25 Foxbat. It has about 3,400 attack aircraft like Su-24 Fencer, Su-25 Frogfoot, and Su-17 Fitter. Number 1. United States Air Force. Maintaining the feat, the Air Force of the United States of America ranks number 1 in the world by an exceptional margin. As per the reports, by 2021, the United States Air Force, or USAF, is composed of 5,217 active aircraft, making it the largest, the most technologically evolved, and the most powerful air fleet in the world. The USAF doesn't have any fighter jets like the F-35 Lightning II or F-15 Strike Eagle, but it does have 792 AH-64 APAC attack helicopters and 75 MQ-1C Grey Eagle drones in service. Just the sheer number of APAC attack helicopters demanded a place in the top 10.